Hey, how's it going? Alright guys, yo, what's up? It's your boy RJ in the building, and today we're gonna have a little bit of a chat, a little bit of a discussion. Yeah. Now, as you know, usually people, when they talk, they'll put some interesting things in the background. Like, man, I don't. Again, bootlegged edition. Yeah. You're coming to hear my voice and this. There's gonna be more talk. Someone messaged me. There's gonna be more talking than moving, right? Now, don't ask me why I said that slowly. It's for dramatic effect. So so basically, no. What I wanted to talk about, right, was a lot of people think just because someone has a better team than them, that they're either going to lose or they're at a drastic disadvantage, which technically they're not true. Technically that's true as well, right? Technically, if someone has a better team than you, I don't know, I view it different, but technically they're not true on paper. On paper, this team's better than this team should win, right? But I don't agree with it. The reason why I don't agree with it, and I wanted to voice this because I just wanted people to hear their opinion, hear other people's opinion, and it's a discussion that people might not be doing. You know what I'm saying? Also, I wanted to just thank for, obviously, I got the 100 subscribers. I know, it's not a lot compared to most YouTubers, but it's still a goal of mine because obviously I'm looking to become a YouTuber as my career. That's what I want to do. So it's still 100 closer to 1,000. So again, thank you guys. I'll try and keep consistent with the uploads, but yeah, we're gonna talk about what I was gonna talk about. So, with the team thing, right now, I don't believe just because I picked these teams purposely. If you realize that team over there, the computer's rocking, is gonna be better on paper than my team over here, right? But so most people would go, oh, but the Madara team would win. Not necessarily. The reason why I say that is because there's in my opinion, counter playing people is a lot more effective than counter picking people. The reason I say counter picking is because it's just a character. It's something on paper. People look at teams is an on paper thing. That's why they go, anyone just picks this team, then doesn't matter who picks the other team, they'll work. But pro players never became pro players because of the characters they picked. They're known for the characters they picked, right? Like Mask is known for Madara, Hero is known for Minato, Yamanaka's Poison is known for Shino, but Yamanaka's Poison is also known for Ino when she was good, and he's still good with her now, even though Ino's not a solid character. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, the skill behind it is what makes it good. Now, obviously, people can then argue that but you have to put in more skill or more, you have to try more with characters that aren't meta or aren't top tier or whatever than other characters. Again, that also depends on the playstyle. Now with that team, that's blatantly a zoning team, right? So they're trying to zone you out. You have Madara's Firewall, you have Hashirama's Dragon, you have Shizui's fire slashes and everything. It's blatantly a zoning team, right? But what that team doesn't have is a dynamic of, for example, Deidara isn't a top tier character. People recognize him as solid, but he's also, you have to put in time and work with him. But Deidara, with the right team and the right execution behind him, can be a very, very, very dangerous character. Like, very dangerous. Like, because he not only has the dynamic of he can do a lot of damage from you from far away, and unlike other long range characters, he has an infinite in his up combo like this. He's an infinite in that, right? On top of having the tilt set up as well with the bugs as well, that can be really annoying. On top of being able to layer stuff, so people obviously when they layer it, they'll do a jutsu over a jutsu. So for example, they'll do Madara's jutsu and then Shizui's jutsu will be coming at you, and he might switch back to Madara and do another one, stuff like that. But with Deidara, he can do a jutsu over a jutsu like this. Like, he's still able to do it. But wait, hold on, let me put my shits on. If you really think about it, right, he can also layer his birds as well. You see what I'm saying? And because, and that has right, my accent came out. A whole other dynamic to it, which most people won't know how to cope with if with the right execution behind it. So that's why it's like stuff like that is why I don't believe that just because someone's got a better team than you does means that you're at a disadvantage. Because what the other characters that are lower on the tier list, what they bring is what the top tier characters don't bring. Like PTS 1010, she brings a lot of utility, a wide off shoots with a stun behind it, the fact that she has a long combo and a long square combo as well. Yeah, she doesn't have damage, but she brings a lot of utility. She's a team player, should I say, right? So putting her in the team adds a whole nother dynamic to it. Do you see what I'm saying? Putting her in the team mixed with the top tiers as well has a whole other dynamic to it. Obviously they're top tier, so you know what I mean, having one or two in your team is obviously going to be good. It's not going to hurt, but that's what with the tier list, all the B tier characters, you put them with the right team behind it. For example, Karine, right? It adds a whole other dynamic, dynamic. You know, that's where Gara Karine came from, if you know about that duo, right? With the hat of, you know, the damage that Gara gets from his tilt with Karine hits, and it's unblockable, so you can't block it either. Like stuff like that. That's what the other top tier characters can't do. Now, don't get me wrong, everyone knows that Gara is good with his big hitbox of his circle combos, but like it's like, I don't want you're not at a complete disadvantage when somebody is picking a top tier team. They're picking a top tier team, so the team is good regardless. I'm not going to dispute that fact. But your team also, okay, how to explain it? You lot have seen Playco's teams. This man, his teams are weird when you look at it. It doesn't make like it's weird. Like he'll bring like PTS Shino, Gara's dad, and Naruto, like stuff like that. Now on paper, that Madara team is better than that team. PTS Shino, Gara's dad, Naruto. But he will still fuck you up behind it, and he will bring stuff that you never even seen before. Like if you just watch the stuff that you just never seen. Do you know what I'm saying? Even bringing like, and it just has a whole nother dynamic. And because everybody's so used to picking the top tier characters, and rather than exploring the other characters, people don't know how to deal with it. They're like, how do I fight this? How do I actually fight this? I don't know how to fight this. And that's what I want. That's what I'm aiming for everyone to do. Just take a look at the other characters, see what you can find. It might not work. It might not work on the day you find it. It might be hard to find it, but add that dynamic because it's actually so worth it. Like everyone who knows me knows, especially Yamana's Poison, I experiment a lot. I experiment with characters a lot. That's why I use Deidara quite a bit, because I was like, Deidara is definitely the best long range character, followed up by Mizukage, right? Tamari's good, but she's mainly good for cover fire. Like I use Tamari, well, I don't use Tamari, but I used to use Tamari, and I even looked at her in this game. And yeah, her square combos are good and everything like that, and she has a whole other dynamic. But Deidara is better. He has the infinite up combo. He has good guard pressure from his birds. He has this tilt as well. You know what I mean? He can still zone, stuff like that. His awakening there, but is he still solid? Oniki is still there's so much about Oniki, right? Because I've been learning Oniki. There's so much about Oniki that I don't even think people know, and that's what I would put Oniki in A tier. Like people know the obvious stuff, like the infinite here, or the directional jump or whatever, but there's so much, you know, the fact that if you hit him, if this comes out, you can't dash this, that's defensively. Yeah, sure, but just for the fact of there's stuff that I've looked at with Oniki and Yamana's Poison or Poison Dokami, whoever Jeremy, do a name you know him by, he was going through it, innit, and we was just talking about it, and there's just a lot of stuff that we find with Oniki as a character that just, for my opinion, puts him at A tier. Maybe not the highest of A tier, but like A tier at least. Do you know what I mean? Like stuff like that, I feel like people have to think about. in my opinion. So like I don't want people to think that, oh, that team's better than me, so that's why I'm lost, rather than taking responsibility for the elders. Hi, future RJ. I had to do something literally close to this part, so we're just gonna cut to the point where I came back. Okay, okay, goodbye. Alright, so like there's characters in this roster, right, that like bring us a whole, like for example, okay, how can I explain this, right? Mifune is a good character. There are so many characters that are decent, but they're just not meta because they get outshined. Mifune is a good character. Karen could be a good character as well. What's another one? You know, Masked Man's a good character. Obito is a really good character. Kuzame's a really good character. Hidan's a good character. We spoke about Deidara. Fourth Kazukage. Second Mizukage is a decent character in my opinion. Hanzo, a good character as well. You know, Roshi, decent character. Utkata, good character. He's just really hard to play. You know, Rock Lee, good character. Good character. Good character. Good character. Like, oh, there's so many good characters that people don't play because they're used to the meta. That's what they play. They either play the meta, or the people that kind of, because they don't understand it, they just pick what they like. Now, I'm not saying to not pick the meta. I'm just saying to explore infusing the meta with other characters to create a whole new dynamic to playing. That's what I'm saying. And it's hard to do because you have to find stuff out, and sometimes you can't find something out, and sometimes you just feels like you're just looking for something that's not there, which is understandable. But like I said, the moral of what I'm saying is that I don't want people to think that because their teams that are better that they're gonna lose, or because their teams that are better they have to put in more work, or they were making an excuse to why, oh, their team's better, so I'm gonna lose, so that's it, I've lost. If I lose, it's just because he picked a better team than me. No. If someone's playing you with Ned, I'm gonna make a video explaining all how to deal with all the abusable shit of the game. Right? And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm actually gonna do that. I'm gonna start making videos on that. The reason why is because it's so simple, but people restrict themselves from thinking about that, or people know that, but they can't really execute it. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start making videos on how you can get past these abusable things, right? And I'm just the universal abusable things that I can't, people complain about, or if there's anything that you lot find abusable, just leave it in the comment section and I'll go over it. Like, again, I'm not assuming that I know all the tricks and stuff, but I know in my knowledge that I know a lot about this game. I may not be a top tier pro, but I know that I have the brain of a top tier pro. I know that for a fact. I know that I know enough about this game that I can easily help someone get better, or even break it down and explain stuff. There's a lot of people that say that when I talk they find it interesting, or when I talk, like when I explain stuff out, they agree with it as well. Plus I've been talking to Falco quite a bit as well, and yeah, talking to him about the game has really been interesting, because obviously I feel like me and Falco think on different levels, but we understand what each other are saying. But yeah, so this video is kind of like not a scrap, but like it wasn't as organized as I'd like it to be, but it'll make it better. There'll be more discussion videos that I'm gonna do. This is kind of like an intro to that, but I hope you enjoyed it. Give the video a like, subscribe if you're new here. I'm gonna be posting more frequently. In fact, I'm gonna try and post later on today. If not, then I'm gonna post tomorrow, basically. But I'm gonna be posting. I'm gonna try and post as frequently as possible. But I don't want to just post to put something out there. I want to actually post and make it an effortful video, basically. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, sayonara, adios.